Hey, welcome back. So for this video, we're going to be using Arduino board to use two buttons to control two LEDs independently. Then we're going to upload some code to add a third button and a third LED, which should look like this. So once you add your third button and third LED, and if you change up your code correctly, you should have this button working independently. And then lastly, we're going to have one button that will control the three LEDs together, which will look like this. So I click this button here, all the LEDs turn off, and then they turn on together. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So first thing you want to do, you do want to set up your two buttons and your two LEDs with the original code. So follow this diagram right here. Notice that we're using pins 6 and 5 here and here. And then we're using, well, pins 6 and 5 are for the LEDs, and then pins 2 and 3 are going to be for the push buttons. So go ahead and set that up, and then copy and paste all of this code here. And then once you do that, you should have your two LEDs blinking separately. Once again, if your code is working correctly, if you press one button, it should turn off one LED, and if you push the other button, it should turn the other LED on and off. All right, so at this point, let's move forward, and let's go ahead and use Code Bender to modify our code to get that third LED blinking. And by the way, if your original code is working with this setup, start adding that third button, and then also add that third LED. And let's set up that code. So let's delete everything that existed before, paste our code. So in this case, we're going to copy anything that has button 2 in it. So I'm going to copy this line here, paste it, and anything that has button 2, this will be button 3, LED 2, we're copying it, we're pasting it, this will be number 4, or number 3. But before we continue, let's make sure we change this output to go to pin number 4. And this one, actually this is an input, and this will be our output. So this will be pin number 10. So this bool state, this Boolean function, we're going to make that be for the LED number 3. This other statement here, we're going to copy and paste that. That'll be for LED number 3, or my bad, button number 3. We're going to add a input pull up for button number 3. And then we're going to add our third LED. So copy paste that. Let's make sure we change that to the 3. Scroll down. We're going to change this from pin 2, LED 2 pin, to LED 3. Scroll down. This button state here. So we're going to change this to 3 and 3. Now in this section here, we have an if statement that's being used to turn the LED on and off. So we're going to copy this section right here. So notice lines 67 through 70. It might be different on yours. Copy it, paste it. Everything that's a 2, just change it to a 3. There might be several mistakes, so just take your time. And now we're going to copy this last statement here. Copy paste. And let's go ahead and change the 2s to 3s. Check our code. And it failed. All right, so let's go back and check and see what happened. So I'm going to scroll up. And I'm missing a semicolon right here. So go ahead and verify that one more time. Verification successful. So now I upload my code. So now I uploaded my code, and my 3 buttons work independently. So if yours isn't working, check your wiring, and then also check your code itself. So there may be several issues with the wiring, so just take your time. All right, so now for the last challenge. So in this situation, we're going to make sure that one button is turning on the other LEDs. So let's delete these buttons right here because we don't need the other two. We still need our 3 LEDs. We're only going to have one LED state, so get rid of those. We're only going to have one button state. Over here, once again, we only have one button, so we can delete those. And we'll need those pin modes, digital write, we need those. Over here, we're only using the first button state, so let's actually make this a comment and let's stop deleting stuff. So we get in good habits. All right, so this one right here, let's actually copy this, paste it, and LED 2 will be dependent upon LED state 1. And let's paste again. We're doing the same thing for LED number 3. And let's actually get rid of this section here. And this, let's get rid of it too. We don't need that statement, and we don't need this statement anymore. Let's verify our code. All right, and now let's run it. And if I push this button, they should all turn off and on. And these other buttons, they don't work anymore. So anyways, thanks for watching. Try it out. And we'll be moving on from here to create our controller.